Okay, this is the math video for Math Fundamentals for Thursday, April 30th, and we are on 14.4 today. And today we're going to talk about customary units of length, so we're not going to be using the metric system today. These are ones that you're actually used to, that are more common to you, but actually are a little bit wonky in the conversions. They're not as easy as 10 and 1 or 100 and 1,000 using those tens. So if you look on your page 412, you'll see inches to yards. So there are 12 inches, in 1 foot, and there are 3 feet in 1 yard. And I hope you're going, oh yeah, I know these. 1,760 yards in 1 mile, and 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Okay, so we're going to use the same concept that we did yesterday to be able to convert these. So they give us 30 yards, and they want to know how many feet is that. Okay, well, let's do our thought bubble. So I want to find yards to feet, and here I find it, I got to do it a little bit backwards, don't I? Yards to feet. So 1 yard, this is really important that we line up yards and we line up feet to 3 feet. So 1 yard equals 3 feet. So in this case, my number is getting bigger, so I'm going to multiply the two numbers that I know. 30 times 3 equals 90. So 30 yards equals 90 feet. Okay, we're using that same concept that we did yesterday of the thought bubble. Okay, let's look at 45 inches equals how many feet? Okay, so inches, there are 12 inches in 1 foot, so 12 inches equals 1 foot. My number is getting smaller, so I need to divide. 45 divided by 12. So 12 will go into 45, 3 times for 36? Let's see if that works. 3 times 2 is 6. 3. Let's borrow. 15 minus 6 is 9. Yep, so I have a remainder of 9. Now, we don't do remainders anymore. So what is my fraction? Remember, my fraction is the remainder over the divisor. Okay, so 3 and 9/12. So this will reduce, won't it? Both of these are divisible by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So my answer is 3 3/4 what? Feet. So 3 3/4 feet. It's really important that we see your answer in the unit of measurement that we're asking for. Okay, so we have a couple of examples of adding and subtracting measurements. So 7 foot 5 inches plus 2 feet 11 inches. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the inches first. So this will give us 16 inches. Okay, and then this will give us 9 feet. Okay, now our answer is 9 feet 16 inches, but what we have to say to ourselves is, am I done? Is this a good measurement? Well, when I look at inches, I know that there are 12 inches in a foot. So I want to take my inches that I can use. Remember, we did this with fractions as well. And I want to convert as much as I can into feet. If you're doing a building project on a house, you want it to be in feet with the leftover inches. Okay? So let's just take out a foot, which would be 12 inches, right? Or 1 foot. Okay? Let's subtract that. I have 4 inches left, and I'm going to take that 1 foot and I'm going to move it over here. So, and add it on. So now I have 10 feet 4 inches. Okay, and some of this you can work out in your head, but 10 foot 4 inches is a reduced finalized answer. Okay, let's do a subtraction problem. I'm going to switch colors here. So my subtraction problem is 14 yards and 1 foot minus 8 yards and 2 feet. Okay? Now this is a subtraction problem, so I can't say 1 minus 2. So I have to borrow. And borrowing looks a little bit different because we have to convert it over as we borrow. Okay? So I'm going to borrow a yard here. I'm going to make that 13 yards. And as I borrow my 1 yard, I have to change it into feet as I move to this side. So 1 yard equals 3 feet. Okay, so as I borrow, instead of just putting a 1 in front, I have to add them together. Okay, so this becomes 4 feet. Okay, because the 3 feet that I borrowed from over here plus the 1 I already had becomes 4 feet. Okay, so now I can say 4 minus 2 is 2, and 13 minus 8, is that 5? 5 yards, 2 feet. I look at this, I'm really happy with my answer. It's reduced, and so I can leave it like that, 5 yards and 2 feet. Okay? So yep, that's adding and subtracting. Just make sure. Addition, a lot of times you have to convert here, and subtraction, you have to borrow and convert at the top. So keep those in mind. If you'll write these problems down, okay, and practice them, not just watch me do them, but you try to do them on your own and see if you get this answer. Practice on these two, and it will help you as you move forward. Okay, so let's do exercises 1 through 24 today.